kitchen. My name is Beverly, and on today's episode of Cooking with Love, I'm going to be showing you a very quick, easy weeknight meal to make. It's a comfort soup. It goes together in no time at all. It's made with pasta and beans and spinach. So let's get started. The ingredients we need to make my cannellini bean orzo soup with meatballs are chicken broth or chicken stock. Today I'm using a chicken bone broth. We need spinach. This is fresh spinach. Some orzo pasta, a parsnip, some onion, some fresh garlic, some celery, and I like to use the celery leaves when I make a soup. They're very flavorful. A leek, which I'm going to use only the white and light green part. We need to cut this, we need to split it, and we need to wash each leaf individually. So these are frozen meatballs. You can feel free to make your own meatballs if you like, but in a pinch, the grocery store always has little tiny cocktail-sized meatballs. Some cannellini beans, some fresh lemon juice, some crushed red pepper, and some salt and pepper. So let's get started to chop these vegetables up. We're going to start by preparing our vegetables. We're going to cut them up and we're going to dice them. This is a parsnip. I'm going to cut it in pieces. Parsnips are a little hard. Okay, and we're going to just dice it in little pieces. The parsnips are diced. Now we're going to do our celery. I like to cut the celery in half and then just make little slices. Our celery is all diced. Now I'm going to chop up the onion. I've diced up the onion. Next we're going to cut up our leek in little slices. I've chopped up the leek, and the last step is just to cut up our garlic in little pieces. The garlic is all diced. Now it's time to go to the stove and we're going to start to saute our vegetables. We're going to start by putting a couple tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom of our pan. We're going to put the onions in right now, just for a minute. And then we're going to throw all the vegetables in and we're going to let them saute a good 6 to 7 minutes or until they're tender. The onions are becoming a little translucent. We're going to throw all the rest of the vegetables we've cut up in, except for the garlic. We're going to let this saute until they do become tender. This has been cooking about 2 minutes. I'm going to throw in my leeks and we're just going to let everything go together. My vegetables have been caramelizing and cooking 8 minutes. I'm going to throw in my garlic now. And I'm going to throw in the chili flakes. Let that cook for just a minute only. Now I'm going to pour in my chicken stock. I'm going to put in my beans and my orzo. And now I'm going to let this cook till it's boiling, and that's going to cook 10 to 12 minutes depending on your orzo, and you want the orzo to be al dente. So we're going to cover this and let this cook. Our pasta is cooked and the soup is thickened. So now we're going to add our lemon juice and we're going to add our spinach. Let that wilt for a minute. Then we'll throw in our meatballs to heat through and we'll salt and pepper. We'll taste and salt and pepper. The spinach has wilted. Now we're going to add our meatballs and just let them cook through. And then we're going to salt and pepper to taste. But I'm going to taste the soup first before I salt and pepper it. The meatballs are heated through. I'm just going to give it a taste to see if it needs salt. This is low sodium chicken stock. Definitely needs salt and pepper. Not too much pepper because you put the crushed red pepper in. But we do need salt. Nothing's been salted. Okay, give that a try. My soup is all done and it's time for the taste test now. I've let it cool for just a little minute and I want to put some grated shredded parm on mine. I like cheese on my soup. Doesn't that look good? Nice and hearty. Really delicious. Now if you did not want to make this with meat, you can make it with vegetable stock and you leave the meatballs out and you have a nice vegetable based soup for yourself. So give this a try until we see you again. Bye bye.